is for Year 9 Maths. We're going to look at exercise 4H, question 12C. Now, this is a very good question because it's something you obviously haven't seen before. So we'll have a look at it. So we're trying to find a coordinate P on the segment AB such that it divides the segment in the following ratios. So ratio is like a proportion, okay? So we've got our points AB there. So I'm going to draw the vertical and horizontal. So it's like the rise and run. Now, proportion of two to one means on a line, 2 to 1 means if this takes up two pieces, that takes up one piece. So this would be 2 to 1. So another way of saying it is if I have 3 pieces in total, if I add 2 plus 1, that's 3, then I'm 2/3 of the way on the segment. So you'll be somewhere over here. This is where P would be. And you're just trying to find the coordinates of P. So how do I do that? Well, we know it's 2/3 of the way. So the easy way to do it is just to find 2/3 of the rise and 2/3 of the run and use the starting coordinate, work that out. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so we know the rise is the distance between -1 and 2, which is just 3, and the distance between -3 and 3 for the run, which is 6. Now, how do I get the coordinate P? First of all, you need to find 2/3 of 6, which equals, you can use a calculator if you want, so 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 2/3 of 3, which is just 2. All right, so we've got 4, the new run is 4, the new rise is 2. Okay, so, and our starting coordinate was -3, -1. So if I were to run 4, then my -3 coordinate becomes 1 now, because -3 plus 4 is 1. And if I rise 2, -1 plus 2 is +1. So your new coordinate, the coordinate P, if you divide the ratio as 2 to 1, will be 1, 1. Now for part 2, you do something similar. Okay, so 1 to 5 is out of 6 pieces, you want only 1/6 of it. Okay, so you're 1/6 of the way. So your P wouldn't be there anymore, it'll be somewhere over here, 1/6 along the way. So you take your original run. So you want 1/6 of the original run. 1/6 times 6 would just be 1, and 1/6 of 3 would equal, okay, would equal 3/6, which simplifies to 1/2, because 3 pieces of 6 is 1/2. So you're gonna add these to your coordinate A. -3 plus 1 is -2, so your P will be -2, and then -1 plus a half would be, so -1 plus a half plus a positive half would be -1/2, okay, or -0.5, depending how the book cancels it. For part 3, 5 to 1, out of 6, you want 5. Okay, 5 out of 6. So 5 out of 6 times 6 would be 5, and then 5 out of 6 times 3 would equal 15 divided by 6. These both go into 3, so 3 goes into 15 5 times, 3 goes into 6 twice. Okay. So we have, so if I add 5 to -3, I get the coordinate of 2 for the x, and then for the y, I've got, sorry, not -2, looking at the wrong coordinate. I have to use the original coordinate. 5 plus -3 is +2, and -1 plus 5 on 2. 5 on 2 is 2.5. So -1 plus 2.5 gives you 1.5. 1.5 is the same as 3/2. Okay. I'm not sure if the book writes 1.5, 3/2. But that's basically how you approach the question. So to sum it up, we're wanting to divide this line into different ratios. How do we get the ratios? Simply you find what the proportion is as a fraction, and then multiply the rise and the run by that fraction, and add that number, that new rise and new run, to the coordinate A, and you'll get where P is along the line AB. So hopefully that helps.